اليوم نمشيو لأستراليا مع فنانة تحقق بنجاح كبير في البلاد متاعها. نحكيو على فنانة اسمها كيتا ألكساندر. Hi Kita, thank you for joining us. Let's start with your journey in the music industry. How has your experience shaped your growth as an artist, and what have been some defining moments in your career?
Thanks so much for having me, guys. The most defining moment in my career was becoming a mum. I found that becoming a mum and having 2 kids really made me more productive in music and made me not fluff around anymore. I got into the studio and I knew I had to write a good song. I didn't give myself any chances to write a bad song.
Your musical style is often described as a blend of indie pop and soulful melodies. Can you share more about how you develop this unique sound and the influences that have shaped your music?
Yeah, growing up I was always influenced by Fleetwood Mac and Queen. I love 80s synths, I love 80s sounds, so that I suppose can contribute to like the indie pop, I suppose. And I just love pop music at the moment, so I don't know, I feel like my music is what it is and what I like listening to.
It's always exciting for fans to hear about your new projects. Can you give us a sneak peek into what you have been working on lately, and any upcoming releases or collaborations we can look forward to?
I can't really give any sneak peeks because that would ruin the surprise, but I do have another amazing collaboration coming out next year. But just this year I collaborated with Fisher on his track Atmosphere. I sang the top line and wrote the top line, and I did a country song with Morgan Evans, so that was so much fun.
Great. Balancing a successful music career and personal life can be challenging. How do you manage to find equilibrium, especially considering the importance of family in your life?
You know what's funny is I actually got this question a lot the other night, and I had to be completely honest. I would not be doing this if I didn't have help, and we don't really have family around to help, so we've got a nanny that helps with our house and the kids, and I don't know how women do it all. It's impossible while staying sane, so I've got someone who helps, and I'm very open and honest about that because a woman can't do it all.
Amazing. Your debut EP, Like You Want To, received positive acclaim. How do you feel your sound has evolved since then, and what can listeners expect from your more recent work?
Yeah, since Like You Want To, I think my music's become a lot more pop. I love what I was doing at the beginning. It was really lo-fi, and to be honest, I sometimes think I might go back there, but yeah, right now it's just really going into the pop lane.
Okay. Many artists find inspiration in various aspects of life. What experiences do you often draw upon when you write new music?
My environment heavily affects the music I write. So me being in the ocean all the time, me being in the sun, I think that really helps with my sound. I find when I'm in kind of rainy emotional places, i.e. the UK or Melbourne, my music becomes a lot more moody. The sound specifically, becomes slower, it becomes more in the minor key.
Collaborations can bring a fresh perspective to an artist's work. How are there any dream collaborations you would love to explore in the future?
You know what? I just went to a Zach Bryan concert, and that is my ultimate goal. Collaboration at the moment, but there are so many so many that I'd love to collaborate, and I think I'm really open to collaborations now that I popped that cherry and did that with Fisher and Morgan Evans. Honestly, Calvin Harris, Flume, there's so many I can think of.
Touring and live performances are integral to connecting with your audience. Can you share a memorable experience or performance that has stayed with you?
I think my very first live TV performance will always stick with me. I think that's just such a stark contrast to how touring normally is. But yeah, touring is so much fun, and really connecting one-on-one with fans is just amazing.
As an artist, the creative process is unique for everyone. What rituals or routines do you follow when you're working on a new music?
When I have a day for writing, I always like to start by going to a cafe and getting a hot drink of some sort and writing lyrics. I think I listen to my favorite artists and I write lyrics. So that's how I always like to start. And when I get into the studio, I just open my diary. So there's stuff there immediately instead of just having to be like, hello, what's in there?
Now, looking ahead, what goals or aspirations do you have for your music? And what message do you hope your audience takes away from your work?
My goals and aspirations in music would be to just have a long-lasting career and just to be able to keep creating the music that I love making and that I love writing. That's all I want to be able to do. So a career that I can sustain for a long time.
Now, talking about your latest single, Best You Ever Had, has been making waves. Can you share the inspiration behind the song and the creative process involved in bringing into life?
Best You Ever Had is a really funny song for me because it came from an emotion that I had for about 5 minutes of anger and frustration, and I was long over it and that feeling that I had, but I just had to write about it, and so that 5-minute feeling turned into a 3-minute song.
My last question is, Best You Ever Had seems to have different vibe compared to some your work, previous work. How would you describe the evolution of your sound in this particular track, and what message were you aiming to convey through this music and lyrics?
Yeah, I think this song is straight pop, but I've been letting songs become what they need to become. So I used to try and rein things back if they were too pop, or I'd try and like make it more lo-fi. But Best You Ever Had it's this really immediate, pressing, big feeling song. But yeah, to be honest, I think I'd like fans to take away from this song just some empowerment, I suppose, if that's what they want to take away, female empowerment. But for me, it's just still this song that I wrote because I had a feeling for 5 seconds, and then it became a song that will stay in the world forever.
Keith Alexander, thank you very much.